everybody. Welcome to the Colorado Knits podcast. My name is Carrie, otherwise known as Colorado Knits. You can find me all the places as Colorado Knits, and all the places would be Instagram and Ravelry. Not on Ravelry so much, but I have been putting my project pages recently, which is a rarity recently for me. You can contact me at hello@coloradoknits.net. You can make a comment below, and I apologize because YouTube has not been giving me notifications and I didn't check comments because I didn't think anyone commented. So I will be more diligent about that. You can email me at hello@coloradoknits.net. Today is Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. This is my third time recording this. I tried recording it yesterday on my office computer because I have a nice camera on there, and it made the world's largest file and I could never export it. So it's a PC and I'm a Mac person, so it was very confusing to me. So I'm recording now back in the craft cave, which is a disaster area right now. It will be until tonight when I clean it up, getting ready for Countdown to Christmas. So what was I saying there? Today is Wednesday, the 30th of November. Tomorrow starts Vlogmas, so I imagine this will be a fairly short episode, especially because I've recorded it 3 times. Thank you. I know I have some new viewers, so welcome. I also have some dogs walking around here. Veruca just got on the chair over here. Leary has found some paper to eat. Last time, or maybe that was during a meeting, he was eating a label from Superfine Yarn, who has stopped dying. I don't know what he's eating now, but so you'll hear some random background, and hopefully Penny Dog, who is asleep downstairs, will not wake up and start barking like a harbor seal. So again, thanks to new viewers. Thanks for returning viewers. Thanks for the love. Jen Study, thank you for your love. I appreciate it. And let's get started. So I'm really trying to figure out what he is eating. I'm going to be super quick today. So let's start with off the needles. Off the needles, I'm going to try to do some spiffy editing and put a picture in here of the socks that I made for my mom's BFF. And I made these, I think they're called the Yulelight Socks. By Louise Tilbrook. They may be called the Yule Tide. Whatever it is, I get it backwards, but it's linked below and it's linked on the show notes at ColoradoKnits.net. I actually did show notes because I did them yesterday while the video was uploading. There goes Veruca. I made these out of Retold Yarns. This is her tweed sock. I do not believe she dyes this anymore because this is ancient. This is from 2014 maybe, and it's a color called Climb Every Mountain. Retold Yarns is a dyer out of Lakewood, Colorado, just west of me, and she does everything based out of movie titles. So everything is made, name a movie, she's dyeing a color for it. So they're super cute. I did them for a woman who wears a size 10 shoe. So that's a lot larger than the 7.5 that my mom and I wear. And that was a really fun pattern. It is absolutely gorgeous. The yarn played beautifully with it with the micro stripes. And it is, one of the things I love about the pattern is just knits and purls. It's a 2-row repeat. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. So it's absolutely gorgeous. The second thing off the needles is my night owl sweater, and it wasn't even on the needles when I last podcasted. I showed the yarn. It's made out of Wonderfluff by Knit Picks. This is a pattern by the Velvet Acorn, Heidi May. It is paid for pattern. I think I paid $6 at Knit Picks when I bought the yarn for it, and I got a digital download. And I love the final product. It looks a lot like a Weekender, which is one of my favorite knits. I'm going to stand up. This is, you can see it's a boxy sweater. It is really just 2 rectangles and some sleeves. I knit it on a US 10. It calls for a 9. I always go up a size because I'm a tight knitter, and I did, I'm just watching my dogs, far more entertaining than me. I always have to go up a needle size on a sweater, like 9 out of 10 times. And I actually swatched. It is knit flat for the tops. It has a shown seam, much like the Weekender, and then you join and knit in the round and then do the sleeves. The cuffs, this is supposed to be a rolled cuff, but everything else is a 2x2 ribbed cuff. And I thought that was really funky to have like that not match. It makes a very nice rib line or neckline with the rolled cuff, but I decided, like a couple of other folks, I picked up and did a 2x2. It calls to go down 1 needle size for the cuffs. I went down 1 needle size for all the cuffs and they were gigantic. It wasn't so noticeable on the bottom of the sweater, but on the wrists, when I pulled it up, because I always wear my sweaters like this, I just like my, I don't know, I like my upper arms covered. It was just this huge thing. It was tight enough, but it was just, it felt really big. And then the neck here was like out to here. It was ridiculous. So I started with the neck and I went down to a 4 from a 10, a US 4 from a US 10. And then I did the same on these sleeves. And then I debated what to do on the bottom cuff. And so I decided I was going to go with the US 6. So I got out my needles, got out the US 6 and knit it all up, and it turns out it was a US 5, which is fine because it looks, to me, it looks fine. It does come in a little bit right there, but I will tell you, I have not washed or blocked this yet at all. So I am wearing it for the podcast only, and then I will be taking it off and washing it. And it is super warm. So Wonderfluff is merino and alpaca blown into a nylon tube. It is a bulky weight yarn. I started this on Wednesday before American Thanksgiving at about 5 o'clock and knit straight through the weekend. Not totally straight through the weekend, but I had it off my needles in under 5 days. So bulky weight. There were only like 60 stitches on the arm. That's less than a sleeve, and it was on a size 10 needle. So it was like super amazingly easy. And I could use I was able to use a 16-inch for the arms. So that was, it made it just so fast. I didn't have to change into like my little itty bitty chigoos or anything like that. So very simple. It does not have any short rows. Like, this is great. If you don't like short rows, this is the sweater for you. To do the neck, you bind off some in the front, as opposed to going back and forth in the back. You can tell, I can tell, and a good knitter can tell, this is knit flat, this is knit in the round. You can see there's a little difference in the gauge, but I think that will probably block out. And if it doesn't, I don't really care. It's my sweater and I don't care. I have to sew on a little tag so I know which is the front, though I can hold it up. But I have all these tags with my name on it and little Katrinkles tags, and I'm sure there are some in my Katrinkles Advent, so I might as well use them. Use the products that you buy, you guys. You know that's my thing. Y'all, sorry. Trying to get away from you guys, but y'all. So that is off the needles. So 2 things off the needles, that's it. But I don't have a ton on the needles. I was working on that kindness wrap for so long that I just didn't put anything else on. We'll talk about what I'm ready to cast on, but the only things I have on the needle are 2 pair of socks. So this is my first one. My light is not great in here today, so I apologize. It's very yellow, but this is a Charlie Brown Christmas. If you know me, Snoopy's my boy. And you can see my little Snoopy stitch marker I made. And this is a Charlie Brown Christmas sock from East Coast Yarns, and she's on Etsy. I found her through like a sock knitting group on Facebook or something and bought this several years ago. She does not have it in stock right now. She has it in worsted. Make a super cute hat. But it's just a simple, I'm just doing a simple stockinette sock. You know, I can tear those out. I'm trying to get my Christmas socks all knit up. So these are my, just when we're out and about. I thought I was using, I have a skein somewhere of Cascade Heritage just for heels, cuffs, and toes. And I thought I was using that, and then I looked at it yesterday when I was podcasting. I looked at it and realized this is some really nice socks, that I got in a swap. And it's a really benign, really soft blue in there. There are little stripes. You can see it in the toe. There's little speckles of light blue, but it's fine. Not a big deal. And I honestly would never make white, off-white, probably anything. I can't have that because I can't have nice things. Second thing on my needles, it's another pair of Christmas socks. And this is, you can see them. I am ready for the heel here. I'm again using the socks, yeah, and it looks fine. It looks like winter, so. I am using, this is the first time I've ever knit with this. I have wanted to knit with this forever. This is Western Sky Knits. Not Western Sky Knits. I always say that. It's West Yorkshire Spinners, their signature 4-ply. And so it's a cute little fingering weight. It is a little more rustic than a lot of sock yarns. It is a 75-25. So is this. This is a 75-25. This is dyed on Knit Picks Stroll. This is just, it's British, so all their wools seem to be just a little fewer microns, and I'm fine with that. They're socks, and also they should be woolly. They're holiday socks. This is called Holly Berry. It is actually out of their birds collection, and it's all linked in my show notes. I am tearing through this. Yesterday I was like here, and then just during a meeting I knit that. So they've been fun to knit. West Yorkshire, I've always wanted. They make beautiful holiday colors. They make beautiful colors all together. Great for color work, again, because it's a toothy wool, but it washes up pretty soft is what I've heard. So that's actually all I have on my needles. Oh, I didn't bring it up. I do have a crochet blanket I am working on, but it's in my office because I work on it during conference calls. So that's all I have on the needles. Upcoming, I told you this is going to be a quick podcast. We are 10 minutes in, 11 minutes and 51 seconds. I still have this Always Be Kind holiday confetti, and I love it. And Laura, love Laura. This yarn is so soft, but it's white. Like I just said, I can't have nice things like cute as fingerless mitts, right? No, who wants white fingerless mitts? Cute hat. Ooh, hat? No, I know. I could do a green or red cuff. I do have another skein of her yarn, so I could do a muscle burrow. Also, it's super wash, so hey, I can wash it. It's not a big deal. Cowl might be cute as well. Not sure if I'm going to get to it this holiday season. I got it from her last holiday season, so it can wait. I don't have to knit it right now. The next thing I need to focus on, as I mentioned, I want to cast on another one of these. However, I might just do another weekender. I'm going to buy this yarn again. This yarn is so soft, it weighs absolutely nothing, and it's incredibly cost effective. Again, this is Knit Picks Wonderfluff. This color is Sweat Pea. I showed my husband the available colors. He picked out a bright teal for me, like an oceany, not even an oceany. It's a bright, bright teal. I don't know why he chose that for me, but it's not in stock, unfortunately. So that's not going to happen. But it's just such a wonderful knit. I like the fit of this. I don't love the neckline. Again, I haven't washed and blocked it. But I do love that it is, I really wonder what my dog is eating. It is top down. So I kind of like that, but I would like maybe something with raglan. Because it's bulky weight and it's that blown yarn, Turtle Dove and Turtle Dove 2 are a couple of options, but also because I can play with the gauge on it, I might just do a weekender. So that's upcoming. I want another sweater on the needles. I also might have bought some more sweater yarn. But more importantly than that is holiday knitting. Tomorrow's the 1st and I need to get cranking out my gifts for my best friend. She has requested dishcloths. I knit her 12 dishcloths 2 years ago and she has, they've seen better days. She sends me pictures of them. She's very knit worthy. She lives in San Antonio and is always hot, so she doesn't get any knitted things from me except for dishcloths. So I mentioned last time, the big sale at Knit Picks, and I went a little crazy and I bought a ton of dishy for her. Her grandmother made her dishcloths, and she lost her grandmother a couple of years ago, and so for her to ask me to replace her dishcloths was super sweet, and really appreciate, like, I feel honored to do that because her grandmother was the best. They're like, this family is my second family. And so I have to make some Granny's favorite dishcloths because that's what Lissy's grandma made. The ones with the yarn over and the holes around it, and she loves those. So I bought a cone of Dishy, and this is in Swan, and this is a lot of yarn. It is 760 yards. That's a lot of yarn. That's gonna make a lot of dishcloths. So I bought that. And then this was on sale for $5, and it's a cone in Kenai. And it's kind of a sprucey, tealy sprucey green. Not Melissa's colors, but I might do some of the Pearl Sohos where you do an I-cord around the whole thing with a loop. I'm also going to make some grandma's favorites that don't have the holes in them. They might last longer too. I don't know. So the other thing she loves, she's cute and preppy like me. I'm not saying that I'm cute. She's preppy like me, and she's adorable. She really loves hearts and flowers. Like, she's a teacher. She's just like so cute. So I have a dishcloth that is a heart shape, and that I will be making her with this Dishy multi in Dream House. I'll be making her a heart one. I make them like seasonally. She got a 4-leaf clover. Like every other month she got a themed one or a grandma's favorite. And then I have one that's a flower pattern, which is kind of fun to knit, to be honest, because it's got some increases, it's got some decreases. It's a little more entertaining than a square. And so I have this Dishy in Berry Basket, which is purples and pinks. And then this is Summer Jams, which is super cute. It's purple, yellow, green, like teal, pink. So she'll love that. And then another, just a simple, what is this? Eggplant. And I might, I can combine these. I plan to use all these. I plan to make her at least 12, which means I should probably get knitting. I guess the good news is she always leaves for Christmas vacation to spend time with her family. They take their baby and they go like as soon as school gets out on like the 22nd, she's gone for like 2 weeks. So she doesn't need them on Christmas. I've never had her gift delivered on Christmas because I know she isn't there. I have it sent a couple of days later. So this past year, she is the hardest person to shop for. This past year, I got her a club, an Annie's club, like Annie's Crafting. That wasn't knit or crochet, but I bought her an Annie's club that was every 4 weeks she got a new craft, and she made some super cute things. I did that because I ran out of ideas for her, so I spent like a lot more than I normally would, but it came out every month, so I didn't think about it. And actually, she loved it, but I think she will be very happy. I will also make a basket for them. I usually just crochet up a basket with dishcloth cotton. And if I don't want to use the Dishy, which is nicer than the like peaches and cream, I will just go to Michael's and buy some of that. So I have to get started on that. That is great, like meeting knitting, except it's cotton and like all the cotton things. So I'll probably just work on these socks during my meetings today. I have a couple of meetings this week. So that's the knitting content. I haven't gotten any yarn in the mail outside of all the big sale from Knit Picks. I do have several sweater quantities. I think I bought 4. I bought a hot pink, a light pink, a pink speckle, and a navy blue sweater quantity. Because they were like $1 to $3 each for the skeins. So I bought those, and they're sitting in a box in the basement, so nobody knows they're there. But I'm gonna cast on some things with that. Weekenders, flax, just basic worsted weight, mindless sweaters. So that's the knitting content. Oh, I started to say I didn't get any more yarn in the mail. However, I do have Countdown to Christmas. You can see back there that rainbow package is from Always Be Kind Yarn. Super excited to start her advent tomorrow. I also have one coming from Slip Stitch Studios, and that should be here tomorrow, so I get to open 2 on Friday. And my Apple Yarn subscription should be coming, and my Yarnable is on the way. But other than that, I am really, I know nobody's going to believe it, trying to be more intentional in my yarn purchases. Like, upon occasion, I'll buy a super cute skein of fingering weight yarn that will become something or will sit in my stash. But really, I'm trying to be much more planned in my purchases. I'm really excited because I can do a scrappy project. Jen Study was my swap partner, and I'm ready to open hers, and I know that's going to be a habitation throw. Like, already have it planned. That's what I'm going to knit with it. Totally random colors. However Jen planned it is how I'm going to knit it. So excited for that. I'm probably not going to knit up my Always Be Kind to Advent right now. I have the wrap that I did for her that goes with this year's Advent as well, but she tells me I'm going to love this, and I don't doubt it because Laura has the best yarn in the world. So we'll go on. I'm only 20 minutes in. I'm going to go through quick like uppers, downers, rants, raves, all those things. I'm going to start with a rant. If you sign up for something, follow through. So as you know, I host a swap. And this may be my last year of hosting it. I only hosted it for 2 years. But I hate when people bail on stuff. It is rude. It is just, it's not nice. Like, I understand life happens. If you're in my swap, you get emails saying, hey, if you can't do it, let me know. I'm totally fine. I've had people offer to be angels. But when you just don't do it, and then the angels have to scramble at the last minute. One of my friends has been ghosted twice in my swap. 2 different partners, twice she's been ghosted. And that just, like, I'm so frustrated with that. And I've emailed the person and said, if something came up, let me know. Like, not a big deal. I am like so forgiving and so understanding. I am always giving people the benefit of the doubt. But when you don't respond to that email, then you've lost my trust. And so I spent Sunday night shopping for Advents for Laura, which she is one of my best friends. I want to do something really personal for her, but unfortunately I don't have the time, and I already have 2 swap partners this holiday season who I did stuff for. So poor Laura is getting, not poor Laura, but she's not getting the heartfelt swap that I really would have wanted. And I feel bad for her for that. I know she's going to love what I got, and it's lovely, and we're rooming together at ZK, and I will make it up to her then. But if you can't do something, just say you can't do something. I know someone who was running a test knit, and people just bailed on the test knit. Like, don't sign up for it if you can't commit to it. And if something happens, just be a grown-up and say, hey, this happened. One of my swap partners, she's like, hey, I had surgery in September. It has taken me much longer to come back than I thought, and your package is going to be late. Okay, not an issue. I have enough yarn. I don't need it. And as you may have heard me say on my last podcast, technically 12 days of Christmas is Christmas to the Epiphany anyway, so I can just keep opening yarn. I'm fine with that. I don't take it personally. If you've had a financial setback, inflation sucks. Like, I get it. Just say something. Don't bail on people. That is everything in life, in plans, in whatever. And this is for me who never makes plans, because I will bail. When push comes to shove, I'll be like, oh, I don't want to go out tonight. So, going on to happy things. I don't like going out after the sun sets. I am a morning person. This morning, my husband got up at 4:45. I was awake, I wordled, I took my dogs for a walk, I worked out, I showered. I got all like nice looking because I'm podcasting, but also I have meetings. During Vlogmas, you probably won't see all of this. And it was dark out, of course, which it's dark in the morning. It's dark at 4:45 even in the summer. I'm totally fine with that. But when the sun sets at 4:30, there's that cartoon that goes around like, oh my gosh, what time is it? Is it midnight? No, it's 5:23. Yeah, as soon as that sun sets, when I have to turn on my office lights in the afternoon, I'm toast. nothing gets done. It is so hard for me. I just lose all my mojo. I actually take a vitamin B50 complex at 2:30 in the afternoon to push me through those last 2.5 hours, because it just, as the sun sets and I'm done. Just, yeah, I'm not going out. I'm like an old lady, but if you know me, I have 1,000 eye problems. I don't like driving in the dark. So how is this a happy thing? I went to the Denver Botanic Gardens Blossoms of Light the other night with my mother, and it was so lovely. It was like the best. She made 5:30 reservations because she knows me, and because I live kind of far away from there, it did mean I had to drive in rush hour, which just sucked, but it's fine. And it was so nice because it was 5:30, so I wonder if it was just supper time or it was a Monday, so maybe because kids had school the next day, there were no kids there. I have no problem with kids, but it was like just mostly, there were a couple little ones and some strollers and stuff, but everybody just meandered through. Nobody was running around being crazy. It was mostly older folks. So it was just so nice, and I had a really nice time with my mom. I walk really fast, so it was really hard for me to just stroll. And the Denver Botanic Gardens is really compact, has a lot of meandering paths, but it was absolutely beautiful. I'm not a photographer. I don't take pictures of my life. I take lots of pictures of my dogs, but that's it. And so I don't have a lot of pictures. I might throw some in here. So that was really, really fun. The other thing, I ordered bags from Portland Leather Goods. I fell for a Facebook ad, consumerism, yo. And I got the most gorgeous bags. I ordered a mystery box of 3 totes and 8 mystery items. And, oh, Larry is gonna squeak his I Tried star. And I got absolutely, I'm gonna let Larry squeak. Oh. Hi, let me just, oh, hi Larry. So I got absolutely gorgeous leather totes, and I got this one yellow leather tote, and it just screamed my mom because I have a yellow Dooney and Bourke purse, and every time I use my yellow purse, my mom is like, oh my gosh, I love that purse. So I'm like, great, I'll get her. I mean, it's a mystery box. You don't know what color you're getting, so you're like, yeah, I got this sunflower, which is really more like a goldenrod, and I was like, that is perfect. I will give that to my mom for Christmas. But then we're at Blossoms of Light, and she's talking about how much, oh, Larry just took my St. Jude teddy bear. That's toast. How much she loves purple. And I've never heard her say she loves purple. She told me she had this pair of purple suede boots in the 90s that she wore every day. And that's when I lived in Phoenix, so I didn't see it. And I'm like, you did? She had purple glasses when I was in high school, which I always made fun of, which is really funny because now I have obnoxious glasses. But I had no idea she liked purple. So I got this, it's called Disco, and it's kind of iridescent purple tote from Portland Leather Goods. And Portland Leather Goods is known for affordable quality bags, but they also smell delicious. They're real leather. They are not, sorry vegans, not vegan leather. And they are absolutely gorgeous. There's Portland leather. And so I decided, I was like, okay, well, this is now yours. So I'm going to give her this iridescent kind of purpley bag. And she'll be like, when am I ever going to use this? But it's a tote bag, so you could use it for anything, which is why I did the mystery. Hey, Larry, don't do that. And then it came with just a ton, because I did the 3 totes and 8 mini items, ton of little items. So these will all be notions, notions things. I don't know if I can find the one that I was so super stoked about, but, so Portland Leather Goods, look at that. That's like this, it's not blue, it's a purple, it's a very much a violet. So I'm super excited about these. And I was even more excited because of all the totes that came in there. I got this incredible, and they're almost perfect totes, they're called, but I can see really no real flaws on this. Some people get scratches, and I'm sure this will get scratched because I know me. I got this amazing cognac tote. It is a zipper tote. It is huge, humongous. I don't know why I bought all these bags. I mean, I fell for advertising because that's life for me. But I don't leave the house. I work from home. I complain about going out. But this is the most gorgeous tote I have ever purchased. I have a ton of Dooney and Bourke bags. So many. I have Coach purses. I have, you know, name a brand. I am a bag aficionado, as we won't shame me for that. But these are amazing. So Portland Leather Company, Portland Leather Goods, I have no vested interest in them. I don't have a referral code. I don't have any of that. I'm shocked by the quality. And I ordered them on a Monday and they were here on Friday during the holiday. That's with Thanksgiving in there. So, I don't think he's destroying the teddy bear. I think he's now snuggling with the teddy bear. So that's one of my happier things, even though it's a ton of consumerism. So that's it. I'm happy I have my mom's Christmas shopping done. I hope you have a great day because I'll be back tomorrow for Vlogmas. And maybe I will cast on a sweater tonight. We'll see how that goes. Definitely let me know what your holiday knitting plans are. Did you get any countdown calendars? What's going on in your life? So again, Vlogmas tomorrow. Enjoy this because tomorrow is probably going to be like ponytail and sweatshirt. Oh no, I have 2 department-wide meetings. So it'll be ponytail, sweater, and jeans or leggings. So have a great day and knit what you love. Be nice to people. Be a grown-up. Be a responsible adult. I bitched about shoveling walks last week. Now I'm complaining about actually showing up and participating in swaps. Just be a grown-up. That's your job in life. It's not that hard. Be nice to people. As Laura says, kindness is like confetti. Sprinkle that shit on everything. It's impossible to vacuum up. Talk to you later.